Very good morning to my dear computer students. I hope you all are fine and doing your practice of the numerical parts that we have discussed in our previous lecture properly, and side by side you are preparing your practical file also. So let us now continue with the same chapter, chapter 9. Okay, so in this chapter we have already discussed the infix to postfix conversion using stack. Okay, so yeah, in previous lecture I have shown you how to convert it, but we have not discussed the algorithm because uh, if I'll not explain you how to do it, then the algorithm will become little bit difficult for you. So in previous lecture I have explained how to solve it now so that you may catch the steps written in the algorithm easily. Now I'll be reading out the algorithm and further we'll be doing practice of few examples also. Okay, so if we want to convert infix to postfix conversion, so you must first put a bracket onto the stack. Okay, and initially see whatever expression is given to you, you need to write the one bracket at the starting, and then at the end you need to close it also. This we have covered in the previous lecture, the importance of it. Okay, if you have not seen that previous lecture, please go through that lecture once again so that you may better understand what I am trying to tell you in this particular algorithm. Okay, so firstly we'll apply this bracket and this bracket to the complete expression that has been given to you in the form of infix. Okay, and we need to convert that infix into postfix now, so for that only we are discussing this algorithm, right? So we will take the first symbol that is present in the expression, okay, and we'll scan it from left to right, and we need to repeat these three steps, 3 to 6, for each of the element that is present in that expression. Okay, and we will keep on scanning until the stack becomes empty. Okay, now if the operand is encountered, means there can be three things in the expression. It can be operand, it can be operator, or it can be any symbol. Okay, like this. See, this is the expression. This, in this you can have, so first step what it says, apply one bracket here and here. Okay, the first step of the algorithm, it's saying push this bracket and this bracket to the starting and to the end of the given expression. Okay, secondly we need to scan it. Okay, we will scan one by one each element. So we have operands, we have operator, and the symbols like brackets and so on. Fine, so three things we are having, so we have to take care about it. So if an operand is encountered, then you need to add it to y. What is y? Y is your expression that you are going to form, and whatever operators you are going to encounter in this particular expression, you will be putting that in stack. Okay, and whatever elements you are processing at that particular time, you will be writing here. Like firstly we'll go with the bracket. Okay, see, I told you in first step what we will do, we will be applying bracket here and here, right? So firstly we'll put bracket in the stack, then we will add this operator, oh sorry, operand, then we will add this operator will come here in the stack. It will go in the expression only when a certain right bracket will be encountered, or the second condition ki the operator, two operators are coming together, and the operator which is at the backside of it, means the previous operator, that new operator has to come, it is of higher precedence or lower precedence than it. Okay, like we have encountered, we have seen in this particular case also, if we are trying to put two operators together and the previous operator is of lower priority than the new operator, then this particular operator will get shifted here. ओके कहने का क्या मतलब है, अगर दो ऑपरेटर्स आपके इकट्ठे आए हैं और उसमें जो पीछे वाला ऑपरेटर है प्रीवियस वन, उसकी प्रायोरिटी ज्यादा है उससे जो कि अभी नया आया है, तो वो वाले ऑपरेटर्स जो है हमारे इसमें एक्सप्रेशन में शिफ्ट हो जाते हैं, राइट? आई होप इट इज क्लियर टू यू. इफ इट इज नॉट, देन प्लीज गो थ्रू माय प्रीवियस वीडियो, देन ओनली यू विल बी बेटर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड इट. ओके, सो so what it is saying, if the operator is encountered, I told you this point only, agar operator aata hai, then what we need to do, we need to pop out the operators or whatever is there from the stack, okay, and add it to y. Okay, so this is the point I told you, which has the same precedence or the higher precedence than the operator. Okay, fine. The next is add operator to the stack. Whatever operator you have encountered like this, whose precedence which is lying behind a new operator. Okay, new operator means like it was earlier here, na, and you have encountered an operator that is of higher precedence which is at the back side of it, then it will get shifted here, right? In this actually there is not such a case, so it may not be clear to you if in case you are trying to implement this particular part to this particular expression, right? So you must go through my previous video only, then you will be able to understand it properly. Okay, so you need to add the operator to the stack. Okay, stack. Okay, fine. Then if a right parenthesis encountered, then if right parenthesis, what I was telling about, like why we have shifted these, see this is the right parenthesis, so while scanning we have encountered the right parenthesis, so what we will do, these two operators will be shifted here. So you can see firstly this exponential operator has come here, and secondly this operator has come here. So when we encountered this right parenthesis up to the latest left parenthesis, whatever the operators are inside, we will shift those operators in the expression y. This is what he is trying to say. If a right parenthesis is encountered, what you will do, you will repeatedly pop from the stack the operators and add it to y operator, okay, until the left parenthesis is encountered, and after doing this remove this left parenthesis also. So it is the same steps that I have discussed while I was explaining this expression to you. I hope it is clear to all of you now. And now let us discuss another algorithm for evaluation of the postfix. This was for conversion of the infix expression to postfix expression. Here we were not evaluating, okay, we were just converting it, means we will not be given the value of the expression variables, or we can say operands. See, this type of expression is given to you and we are not aware of what is the value of a, b, c, d, e, f, g, h. Okay, so ultimately we will get the answer like this only, we will not be getting some numerical value for any of this expression. Okay, once how to evaluate means they will be providing you value of all these variables. Okay, a, b, c, d, e, f, g, h, the values of all these variables will be known to you and you need to calculate the value as we have done in this particular case. So this is the algorithm for it. Let me show you this type of we have already done. Actually this was also, see, this is the evaluation. They have given you the values for a, b, c, d, whatever variables or we can say operands they have used inside the given expression. So you will use this expression to calculate the postfix expression, and side by side you will be replacing the variables, or you can say the operands of these expression with the given value, so that ultimately you will get a single value. Like we get answer 4 at last. We are not getting a, b, plus, minus, something like that. Why? Because we are replacing the variables, or we can say the operand side by side. Like initially we popped a, okay, a is in the stack, then we popped b, so b is in the stack, right? So next is now what next we have an operator that is plus. So what we will do, we will pop out a and b and apply a plus b. So we know what is a and what is b. 2 plus 3 we will do, that is 5. So we are putting 5 in the stack. This time we are not putting a, b, plus. So in this way we are evaluating the expression. Okay, so what is the algorithm to evaluate the expression? So for that, firstly we need to read the next element, means the element by element we will reading out first element, second element, then next whatever is there in the expression we will be reading out one by one. And after it, if the element that you have just read from the expression is an operand, okay, like if it is a, b, c, d, these are the operands. So if it is an operand, then you need to push it into stack, like we have pushed a and b in the stack. Okay, so a and b both are operands, Okay, so we have pushed them into the stack. So operands we need to push, and as you encountered the operator, so what you will do, like in this case what we have seen, that we were pushing operands like A and B to the stack, but as we encountered plus is not put, we will not push any operator inside the stack. What we will do, as we encounter any operator, we will pop out the elements according to the operator given. Like we have plus, so we need two operands to add. Okay, we can't do addition with the help of one variable, so we'll pop out these two operands from the stack and apply this particular operator to these stacks. And after the evaluation of these, because A and B values would have been given in the question, after the evaluation we will put the result back in the stack. So what we are doing here, just read it. If the element is operator, then what we are doing, pop the two operands. We popped A, we popped B, and then what we have done, we have evaluated the expression, means we have performed A plus B, that is 5, and then what we will do, we will push the result back. So in the new status of the stack would be like this, we will be putting 5 here. Okay, so this is what he's trying to say. If you are getting operands, then keep on pushing in the stack. As you encounter the operator, what you will do, you will evaluate it. Okay, and if no more elements are left in this particular stack, then the pop the results. That means if nothing else is there, so you will say this is a result. Otherwise you go to step, if there are others are also left like A, B plus, so you have done. Rest we have C into D divided by this is left na, so we'll go to step 1 again. Okay, then we will check whether is a operator. Okay, we have read the next element, then we will check whether is a operand or whether is a operator. If it is operand, then we'll push it into the stack, and if it is operator, then we'll pop out the elements and perform the operation given below. Okay, so now let us see, we have seen this evaluation through this type of representation. Now we will try to see another representation of the stack. Like if the expression is given to you, okay, you need to evaluate the expression, and he is saying in the tabular form you need to represent, showing the stack status at every step. So you need to draw a table like this, and you will use this expression to evaluate it. Okay, so here he is not giving you something in terms of A B, he can write it like A B C, इस तरह से वो लिख सकता था, but what he is trying to give you the direct value of those variables that you can use directly to calculate or evaluate. Okay, so whatever elements, means the operands, these we can say these are the operands or the numbers. Okay, so what we will do, we will try to check out whether this is a operand or this is a operator. So if it is an operator, then we will pop, otherwise we'll keep on pushing it into the stack. Okay, so firstly 5 has been encountered, so we'll push 5 here, and operation is pushed, we will write operation also. Okay, so we will write this particular variable, or we can say the number into the stack. Okay, next comes 6. Okay, next comes 6, so we'll write 6 because we'll be pushing this element also into the stack. So 5 comma 6. Next 2 has been encountered, so we will again push 2 in the stack. Okay, next we have this operator, so this is a binary operator, so we'll push 2 elements together. So we'll pop out 6 and 2, and we will perform 6 plus 2, that is 8. Okay, so whatever result we have obtained, we'll push it back to the stack. Okay, so result is pushed, so you will write like this. Next is again an operator, so we will pop out again the 2 elements. Okay, now the stack will become empty, and we will do the calculations here. Intermediate calculation output, the 5 into 8 is 40. You will push back this result here in the stack. Okay, next element is 12, so you will push 12 in the stack. Next element is 4. Okay, so you will push 4 also in the stack. Next element what you are encountering, the division, and later you will encounter subtraction also. So as you encounter this division wala sign, so will you pop out 2 last elements of the stack, and you will perform the operation, and result whatever you have received, you will be pushing it into the stack. Okay, now again you have encountered minus symbol from the given expression, so you will pop out again the two elements, and now the stack will become empty. So as the stack will become empty, it represents into the with the help of this hash symbol. Okay, hash indicates that the stack is empty. So what we are doing now, we are performing this subtraction on the two given values. Okay, so result will be 37, and we will publish it as result. So I hope it is clear to you. Fine, so you can try more means examples on the same topic. Okay, so I will take one more example to make you more clear. So representation you need to learn. So in this way you can use this particular table to evaluate the postfix expression and to convert it also. This was the conversion, we have not evaluated. Evaluated means to give a particular value, like something on calculation you have received, like this only. This is conversion of infix to postfix, and when we are giving values in terms of any number, that is your evaluation. Okay, even you can use true and false. See what this expression is saying. Convert this expression true and false while expression to postfix. So this is the conversion. Okay, this is not evaluation. See, if you are converting it, so you will get answer in terms of true and false, like that only. And let me show you one more. If you are evaluating it, okay, so you will get answer like this. See, this is the evaluation. Finally you have got false. Okay, so if you are not converting it to false ki terms mein, then you will get answer in the form of all the operands that you are using. So let us discuss this example for you. So what we will do, evaluate the expression. We are evaluating now. Okay, so first symbol is false, so we'll push this first symbol. Action taken false. Representation of the table may vary. You can use any of the representation of your choice, but whatever action needed is not compulsory to be written, but it should be written to make the steps more clear. But this stack, status, output and the symbol stand, ये तीन जो हमारे columns है, they are very essential and compulsory also. Okay, if you are missing out any of these three columns, then definitely your marks will also get deducted. So next element you will take is true. So this is true. This is then we'll push it. So false and true. Not is an operator, so not is a unary operator. This is not a binary operator, so it will not pop out two elements. It will pop out the last element, so we will pop out true only, and we will make it false. Not true is equals to false. Okay, so next is or operator. So or is a binary operator, so it will pop out. See, if this false, we will be pushing back. Okay, here, and this or we have now, so or is a binary operator, so we will take false and false together. So false means 0 plus 0, what it will give you, 0 only. So again the outcome is false. So false or false is false only, 0 means false, right? So we will push it back here. Next we have true with us, so false comma true. Okay, this true is coming here right now, and then again false, we are taking it down, false is coming here. Then and is an operator. As we encounter this operator, this is a binary operator, will pop out the last two elements of the stack. So true means 1 and false means 0, and means multiplication, so you will perform 1 or and 0, so it will give you 0. 0 means false. Okay, so you have obtained false, and you will push it back here. So this is false here. So false and false, we have two variables now, these two values now in the stack. And or again is a binary operator, so 0 plus 0 will give you 0. 0 means false. Okay, so false, you can see next step, false or false is false, so ultimately the result is false. So this way you have evaluated it. Okay, and you can see in the previous same type of question, you are getting result like this. This is conversion only. Okay, this is conversion, this is not evaluation. If you are getting result like true only or false only, then you are evaluating it. This way you are converting it. Okay, so you can try and practice more and more examples related to these types of concept. Thank you, betas.